George, Peppa, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig all like custard donuts.
I don't have a special box, but I know a very good place to hide my custard donut. Can you guess where?
Are you going to hide it in the fridge?
No! Somewhere much more special. My tummy. Delicious.
I'm going to hide mine in my tummy.
Me too. Watch out for the trees. You might get the kite stuck in one.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Oh dear, Daddy Pig has got the kite caught in a tree.
Oh no.
Oh.
Don't worry, George. Daddy will get the kite down.
Hooray!
Yes. Careful! There's a big muddy puddle.
Peppa and George love to jump in muddy puddles.
Can we jump in the puddle? Please?
No, I don't want you covered in mud.
Oh.
Stand back, children.
Please be careful, Daddy Pig.
I know what I'm doing.
Please be careful.
Just a bit further, Daddy.
Daddy Pig, you are much too heavy for that branch.
Nonsense! I know exactly how heavy I am. There.
Hooray!
Daddy Pig has rescued the kite.
Whoa!
Oh dear, everyone is covered in mud.
It's only mud.
Luckily, Daddy Pig hasn't hurt himself. And the kite is out of the tree.
Hooray!
Let's eat.
Good idea, Mummy Pig. I'm really hungry. Delicious. I feel quite sleepy.
I thought you wanted to run around a bit, Daddy Pig.
Later.
Look, there's a little duck pond. Mummy, can we feed the ducks?
Yes, you can feed them the rest of the bread.
Peppa and George love feeding bread to ducks.
Mummy, I think they want some more.
That was the last of the bread. I'm sure they've had enough.
Sorry, Mrs. Duck. We've no more bread.
The ducks want more food.
So much for Daddy Pig and his exercise.
What?
You lot again? Peppa told you. There's no more bread.
Mummy, we do have strawberry cake.
Well, if there's any cake left over, you can give it to the ducks.
Everyone likes Mummy Pig's homemade strawberry cake.
Old King Pig was a merry old pig, and a merry old pig was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. And every fiddler he had a fine fiddle, and a very fine fiddle had he. Oh, there's none so rare as can compare with the king and his fiddlers three. King Pig was a merry old pig, and a merry old pig was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. And every fiddler had a fine fiddle, and a very fine fiddle had he. Oh, there's none so rare as can compare with the king and his fiddlers three. King Pig was a merry old pig, and a merry old pig was he. And he called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. And every fiddler had a fine fiddle, and a very fine fiddle had he. Oh, there's none so rare as can compare with the king and his fiddlers three. Old King Pig was a merry old pig, and a merry old pig was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. Every fiddler had a fine fiddle, and a very fine fiddle had he. Oh, there's none so rare as can compare with the king and his fiddlers three.
Hey boys and girls, today we're going to play Peppa's dress-up game. Are you ready? Let's go! So here's Peppa in a lovely green field, but we're missing some parts of the picture. Who could she be dressed as? She's wearing a lovely pink dress with a bow on. Do you know who she's dressed as? And she's got a pink bonnet on. Who can you think that wears a pink bonnet? What's this? A staff? Who has a staff? That's right, Little Bo Peep. Well done. Look, it's George in front of a castle. But we're missing some parts of the picture. What could he be dressed as? He's got silver armour on. Do you know what he's dressed as? He's holding a shield. Who would hold a shield? And a silver feathered helmet. What could George be? That's right, a dashing knight. Here's Peppa in the forest. Do you know who she could be dressed as? She's got red shoes on. Who wears red shoes? And she's wearing a red hooded cloak. Do you know who she could be? She's carrying a basket. Who could she be? It's Little Red Riding Hood, of course. Look, it's George on an island. What could he be dressed as? He's wearing white and blue stripes. He's holding a spyglass. He's wearing an eye patch. Who would wear an eye patch? And he's wearing a pirate's hat. He must be a pirate. Here's Peppa in a pretty garden. I wonder what she's dressed as. Ooh, she's wearing a lovely crown. She's holding a magic wand. What do you think she's dressed as? She has fairy wings. She must be a fairy. Look, it's George, and he's in space with the stars and planets. He's wearing space boots and gloves. What could he be dressed as? And a space helmet. He must be an astronaut. Wow, Peppa is on stage in the theatre. What do you think she's dressed as? She's wearing a red leotard. Look, a pretty tutu. What could she be dressed as? Ah, a tiara. She must be a ballerina. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you had fun. Bye!